ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ 11 కాల పెట్టచ్చా? Good morning, fellow mates. Today our topic is pen is mightier than sword. Right. I would like to add a point that this is the most powerful English quote. Like pen is mightier than sword. From beginning of Good morning, fellow mates. Today our topic is pen is mightier than sword. This is the most powerful quote in English literature. That every one of us, we are the examples of we are the live examples that we all have learned from the childhood from textbooks, not by fightings or not by the influences of the fightings. I think really matters that the letters or the writings influences us more. The what we learn we are doing. I think we most learn by the textbooks. From that, I can say pen is mightier than sword. And a live example that in independence, some of them used pens and some of them used knives. Where pens influences us by slogans. Most of them use that way to influence all of our country members to fight against the British. Where some of them use knives. It is in our hands that if you are using pen or if you are using knife. The work of pen or sword is in our hands. We can use it for the influences by a simple way or like that. By a simple, significant way by not killing others. It is in our hands that we can kill others and we can influence them. I can say that pen is the very best way to influence other or to learn others.
But sometimes the knife is really better. For example, in child abuse cases, if we have to punish someone for for punishment, but then we need not use the gun to punish them. So you have to use the knife. That means it is a handmade or something like that. Like. So what do you think?
Actually, it is true. And some people are using pen to create a history, and some are using the knife. And for example, consider as a Gandhiji, and he used a pen and created a history by using a non-violence actors. Something.
Absolutely correct what Todd said. The main live example is Gandhiji, who has used pen for his for the freedom of our country. Just by words, just by the writings of his influenced many members, and in that way we can say pen is mightier than sword.
What you are saying is absolutely correct. But depending upon situation, based on our problem and situations, sword is also better than pen. I think so. Because sword is a powerful weapon for physically strong people. Physically strong people use a sword, but pen is a better weapon for physically unfit people also can use the pen. Friendly and
I would like to add a point. How can we change the world? Just by education is the only weapon we can change the world. In education, from that, how can I say that education is the only way to change? It also gives us to stand in our own independent way. Means that the writings of our system, the writings or the sayings of our books or philosophies or novels that influences us more than swords. Swords always results in some destruction of anyone or some deaths of any people or some it is a it's a it's not a very equal way that always sword results in destruction whereas pen results in construction. We need
It is depend
construction.
upon our business. Pen and sword doesn't won't treat it as a won't
Yes.
remove.
It is the
It is
only
depend
us
upon
who uses
who
our
that is.
yes. That's
That
the
is-
main point.
but sometimes when we ignore our writings, our motivational writings, so sometimes words may give results.
For example, consider as an Alexander, then there is a lot of fights wars are done. And then you can use the pen, but he is only depend on swords.
Situation. Yes. Here from all of you three members say I can add a point that situation based we can use. This is only in our hands. When to use pen or when to use sword. But it last results in destruction only. Yes. So we are concluding that pen is mightier than sword. We can use pen for our construction way or in a influenced way to influence everyone because only by the sayings even uneducated members also can be influenced more and take a step towards our construction. Whereas is what results in destruction of our country. So we would like to conclude that pen is mightier than sword. We stick on that point. Thank you.
Next, it's okay. Next. See that you set yourself correctly before the camera. Make sure all four of you come in the camera. Can you see your guys? Everyone's there? Start.
Hi everyone, I am Sheshi from 3 My register number is 20KD1802C4. Today we have to discuss about the management to them. So let everyone know let everyone know that anyone use the student to educate himself and SWOT gives to the pen is mightier than sword. I guess pen is representing the words in these words, and I think that sword represents the physical form of violence, etc. So I think that pen will give us a vital role. I think education plays a vital role in everyone's life. Everyone should be educated and should know about various things. Now, now in this generation, I think that in social media, everyone is influenced by the words of people like Twitter, etc. So many people post so many things, and so many people get influenced in different ways. Some people get influenced in a positive way, and some people get influenced in a negative way. I think that yeah, getting influenced in a positive or negative way, it's your perspective, but getting influenced is the main perspective of the words given in the Twitter, etc. So I think that pen plays a vital role in the generation.
As for the pen is a weapon of both weak and strong people. It might be powerful. Writing is a powerful than fighting because the pen may shares and writing the pen may shares our feelings and
Yes, I agree with you, Durga, but I think that even some people do not listen to the words, and some people go against the words and do some mischievous things. Whereas some people needs to get punishment or needs to get punishment or some violence is need to be acted so that they get in a proper way and be good. Whereas others will not suffer from them. What do you think, Sheshu?
I am agree with you, Abhinav. This is Kanji, bearing with 20 KD 180 CPS. Pen is mightier than the sword. It is better because if we have any ideology, explaining with written part, it can have more understandable than explaining. Where in olden days, if anybody doing mistakes like if we take World War as an example, for getting our freedom, we can use swords because sometimes swords is better, sometimes pen is better. If by explaining writtenly, we can explain more clearly. By by using violence, we can inspire countless people. Mm, and some can follow them, and some can not follow them.
Yes, I agree with you, Raju. I think that violence played a vital role in our World War, where everyone needed to get their independence. So they fought throughout their will and got us independence that we are enjoying nowadays. I think that the sword played a vital role in that era. But nowadays, I think that there will be no World Wars or etc. So I think that nowadays pen plays a vital role. I agree with Raju that even sword is needed to be taken when some people go against the laws, etc. So I think that pen and sword are both useful for our generation. I think that pen and sword both will be a vital role in our life rather than pen being the mightier themselves.
Nowadays, most of the people are also educated in when plays the vital role in present situation. Sword may be use of them in difficult conditions. Then pen plays the vital role in present situation. But most of the educated people. Chasing battles, sword may leads to the destruction of the mind of the people because the pen has when we writing with the pen, the people may think a lot and shares the feelings.
Yes, I agree with you, Prasad. Sword, if used in wrong hands, will be a great loss for our humanity. Whereas used in the better hands, we will be able to get more profit from it. So hereby we conclude that sword and pen are both useful in our lives, and we should use them in a proper wise so that we get desired profit in our life. Thank you.
Next. Start. Is everyone seen on the camera?
Not everyone, our topic was pen is mightier than the sword. Yes, but
I does not completely agree with this statement because sometimes pen is better than the sword and sometimes sword is needed to solve the problems. Actions speaks louder than the words because violence can make people scary. So sometimes pen is plays important role in our life. Sometimes um, words can make the influence and electronic rings and printers are very are influences the things.
As far as I agree with you. Sometimes pen is lighter than the sword, and sometimes sword is needed to solve the problem, and we can use completely. It depends on what situation. When we use pen and when we use sword, and
That is my own response. Also, is a powerful tool than violence. And most of the readers have to express ideas without any limitations and boundaries to express our ideas in pen. And also, the capacity of the pen is mightier than the power of the bar. And olden days, so many child abuses and child marriages and also girls child killing. So they are fight for to the right of the man.
and using pen, we can change the world because notes and write textbooks from these are the examples.
Maybe I think I agree that your generation freedom fighters will be giving the beautiful words of it written by the man, and they gave such of moral things, and yeah, they can do in each way by writing these words.
In Baki, why swords can play the same role of pen?
Because swords destroy the people. We can destroy.
They make
That's
so much violence.
that's it.
But pen when we change it, the pen cannot destroy the people. And it will be changed in good manner.
We can express our ideas and we can write freely without any limitations.
We can express our yes.
Many countries have their own army because of the weapons always doesn't protect them.
Yes,
Protect
it
them.
completely depends upon the situation. If sword is used, completely depends upon situation. So
So always we cannot think.
So finally, we conclude with that sometimes pen is more effective tool than the words because and sometimes sword is needed to solve the problems. So whenever so many countries which are under the democracy, there is the pen is the plays the massive role in the situation. So
both
it's
are
both are effective, but it depends on the situation.
it depends on the situation.
Yes, we can.
Start.
Thank you.
Go back to your life.